Hi! Mo, this one shock. Omo Nigerians, this one mad oh. This update mad. See, I've been telling you people, trust, believe. Just believe. Things they happen. Things they happen. How can Nigeria government do this? Like, how did they do this? I've been seeing so many things that are going on in the government, in the economy, that sometimes I say, should I talk about this thing? I could just say, no, Ajim, just leave it. Because people will interpret it in different ways. But this one now is a massive blow. Now, massive blow be this WOTOWOTO blow. You understand? As soon as they come in WOTOWOTO masters. This one now WOTOWOTO blow. Nigeria government don't give haters. All those people that just want to celebrate the downfall of Nigeria. All those people that just want to see Nigeria go down, go down. I pity them. How now they feel? How now they feel? How do they feel like? No doubt they are not happy to see this kind of news. It doesn't trend. Some people came out and they were calling it fake news. And I had to go to IMF. I had to carry myself, go IMF. Go do deeper investigations, deeper findings, proper digging. To see how I can come out with some real evidence and some real facts. To prove that, oh boy, the Nigerian government has really done this thing that is trending or people are trying to talk about, even though it's timidly trending. You know, there's a narrative that Nigeria is like drowning in debt. People think Nigeria will never recover from the debt, even though no matter how many times we do videos telling people that, see, when it comes to debt in Africa, African countries that are choking inside debt from World Bank, from IMF, from America, from Europe, from China. See, Nigeria is not amongst the worst, but we are not here to talk about who is the worst, because we all know that debt that is not being used to develop the country is bad, and especially if the government is not even paying the debt, because future generations will come and suffer the consequences. But at least when you have a government that considers the future of the country and takes the right risks to build a stable economy, pay off their debt, and change the narrative for the future generation, that is the best thing you can ever get. Because I always say, like, for Nigeria to be where it is today, the current president of Nigeria is not the first bad leader Nigeria has got. Before Nigeria got to where it is today, is a result of all the bad leaders in Nigeria don't they get. African countries, we are suffering from a whole history of bad leaders. So you don't expect one leader to just come up and for one leader to come out and drastically change it, there must be chaos. See, chaos with the Burkina Faso now before things went right. But if you now ask some people in Nigeria, should we allow chaos? Should we have a person that will bring chaos into the country in order to fix the economy? People will say, no, I beg, make we just do the manage as we the manage. That's why you have to appreciate. Today people are celebrating Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. But this man had to take risks, man, and create chaos before he can actually have a solution. And I feel like economically, that's basically what is happening in Nigeria. But so many people do not understand, because Nigeria, of all the things I'm seeing now, basically, there are claims that Nigeria was just on life support. Nigeria economy was on life support. Basically, every money that was coming in was just being used to either manage and survive the economy, manage and sustain the economy. If not, the one way bad for don't reach the economy. So somebody with the audacity, with courage, had to come in and say, no, I have to make the people suffer. Tinubu say, we will suffer. Tinubu had to come in and say, no, we have to suffer in order to secure a better future for the country. And as you can see, this is the second time Nigeria government is paying off debt. Yes, there was a time, I think it's been like a year plus, the government came out announcing that they have cleared all the World Bank debt that Nigeria was owing. They cleared all the debt before they could go in to take more loan and invest the money into other aspects that can help the country. And now the same scenario is happening, even though some people are not happy because it's not bad news. Now, the Nigerian government and IMF, it's not the government that released this information, because I've seen some newspapers and some platforms claiming that it's a lie. Nigerian government is lying. Why would the government be lying that they have paid off debt if they didn't pay it? No, now let's be serious. Why? Why would the government be lying to its citizens that have paid off the debt when they have not paid it? So some people are saying the government is lying, just like when the other information came out that Nigeria is amongst the top fastest growing economies in the world, rated top 3, top 4. Some people said government is fabricating information. I'm not here for the government, please. When something happens like that, I just go and research it and say, okay, since I love positive things, let me talk about it. Before you go think, say, Jim is here to defend it. I will always tell the truth. The government in Africa is a total failure, including my own country. Everywhere we are suffering. But me, I'm one of those people where I will not blame only the government in Africa. I will blame Africans, because most of us will be thieves. Most of us Africans, if they give us 1 million to share with our brethren, the first thing we go come on our mind is make a height 300k first, so that they don't go, no, I will come bring 700k and the money this way, they say make we share. That's how we reason, many of us. So eventually we become the president or the leader. You expect us to automatically be good leaders. We have a problem in Africa. We have character problem in Africa. Yes, we are stingy. We are selfish. We don't want to be fair. That's the honest truth. Africans, let's accept it. It's not only our leaders. We serve, majority of us. We are the same. Yes. So now let me bust your bubble with this shocking information, right? So the IMF speaks, it's not government. IMF speaks on decision to remove Nigeria from debtors list. So basically, there are about 91 countries on the IMF list that are currently debtors. They are owing IMF a lot of money. America doesn't borrow money from the IMF. America prints them. If they want to make government, go just print money, give bank, print money. So don't stop asking me the question why only 91 countries. Majority of these 91 countries will be African countries, and amongst these African countries you have Ghana, South Africa, and so many others. I don't want to mention their name because they are irrelevant to the story we are addressing today. So IMF said that Nigeria is being taken off. They are removing Nigeria from the debtor list, as IMF announced on the decision to remove Nigeria from countries owing them funds after debt payment. So IMF confirms that Nigeria has paid their debt. So if you're one of those people that do not believe this news, that the government of Nigeria has successfully paid off their debt from IMF, I want you to believe it now and get it from the IMF. So Nigeria fully repaid $3.4 billion IMF debt. This is COVID debt. You see why I say the things people are suffering now is a result of long time wahala, long time bad leadership. Now, the Nigerian government is paying off 3.4 billion IMF debt for COVID-19. Tinubu borrow money for COVID. No, ask yourself the truth. Did Tinubu borrow money? So basically, before Buhari came into office, some people, that's one thing that is funny, African leaders. The former leaders that are no longer in power, they will be criticizing the current leader. I will see former president is criticizing Tinubu. Former president is criticizing the government, saying the government is a failure. The government is this. When you were the former president, I don't know why would anybody in their rightful sense be clapping or supporting a former leader of Africa that is criticizing a current leader? Like, seriously, when you, the former leader, was in charge, what did you do different? All of them are failures. Now, this is the president of Nigeria struggling to pay off $3.4 billion debt for COVID. He did not borrow this money. This money was not spent during his regime. It takes good president to say, no, let me pay off the former debt. Because the president that comes in every time will look at the former debt, all the damages the former president has made. You say, instead of me to go and be fixing this, I have only 8 years, if at all I win the second term. So if I didn't win, I have just 4 years. So why should I spend my 4 years paying off debt that I did not collect? Debt that different people took and squandered the money and ate. So I should now come and be paying off the debt. You see, you have to understand it like this before you know that this leader is trying. Because the leader had option to say, no, I will not pay the debt. I'm not the one that took it. I would rather focus on getting more loan to fund my own projects and steal the money so that me and my crew can eat. And that's what many leaders do in Africa. So this $3.4 billion that Nigeria government has used now to pay debt, this is money that they could use to maybe subsidize rice, subsidize dollar, subsidize this, subsidize that. The economy will now be acting as if it's okay. The economy will not be looking as if everything is okay. Meanwhile, it's not. But imagine, say, government successfully pays off all these debts. That means they have created a balance sheet. People will be struggling, people will be suffering yet, but they have created a balance sheet whereby the next leader now coming, if the leader is good enough, all the money that the country will be making, all the money that the government will be making, the money will go into develop the country and make the country better. Not necessarily paying for subsidy, paying for this, paying for that, paying for that, paying for this. African countries, we have a problem. And the problem is not all our leaders in the past, they don't thief. So for any new leader to come, now for example, look at what happened. If you don't do it this way, let me tell you the truth, if you don't do it this way, Tinubu is doing it, you will have to do it the Ibrahim Traore way. Because when Ibrahim Traore came in, all the bad economic decisions, the debt that the former presidents have made to France and Europe, Ibrahim Traore came in and said, I will not go in through the normal door to pay those things. I go come in through Wahala method. So I go carry gun, enter. You understand? Now, power we go use pursue the president, pursue all the French, like create chaos in the country so that's Wahala. They use Wahala and force to chase away France. Because France is going and they are not happy because they know their money that Burkina Faso has collected as debt. They know their treaties, they know their negotiations, their deal that they have signed with former president. And this man is not even willing to look at it to say, oh, let me negotiate and pay you people off. So it's either you pay them off the way Tinubu is paying them off, or you bring Wahala and chase them out. And of course, you know what that means. That means total chaos. People are already shouting Nigeria is insecure. So imagine more insecurity adding into what is already existing. How will the country look like? How will it look like? So I think this approach is more diplomatic. This approach is very smart, and this approach is caring. So in one way or the other, Nigerians have to pay their debt. And thank God that the government of Nigeria, current government of Nigeria, has taken up this risk to say no. Let's take it our priority to fix the country, pay off our debt, fix what we can fix, and at least it's a good decision. And I'm not defending the government, at least, but if they continue like this, pay off all these debts, and start using the money of the country to help the country, build roads, give the country better electricity, just give water, electricity, and road. Everything will just fix itself. The Nigeria I know, the Nigeria I've traveled to, the Nigeria I see every day. Come on, man. Everything will just balance. The country will just start waxing high because basic things have been solved. And so, if you still doubt this news, this breaking news, I urge you to go and do more research and more findings because you won't believe it. So Nigeria pays off all its IMF debt, 3.4 billion, and this was borrowed during the COVID time, and this money has actually been paid off completely, meaning that Nigerians can smile now because one heavy burden has been freed from the neck of every average Nigerian out there. Come on, shout out to the president, shout out to the government. As we criticize, as we talk against them, let us also try to support and encourage the little positive things that are going on, the little good things they are doing, the little positive moves they are doing to help push the country's economy forward. Remember, the goal stands: make Nigeria a $1 trillion economy, make Nigeria a producing country, make Nigeria an exporting country, not an importing country. Make Nigeria a country where every creative person, any person producing or developing anything, we smile and enjoy, and give room for Nigeria made. Put Nigeria first. It is what it is. Your boy Jim Maxi on this one again. Guys, I know you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think on the comment section. Smash that notification bell, smash the like button. Come back anytime you're free because there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for you. God bless y'all. Cheese.